Welcome to the No Views News. This program was created on Monday, April 5th, at 3:25 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, by Zeno Reader. There are 528 headlines from 108 feeds we check to build this automated report. Welcome to No Views, daily automated podcast news. The headlines in this super unknown daily news summary do not imply fact-checking or endorsement of ideas. The first headlines are from the current most popular news site, Yahoo News, with 175 million estimated monthly unique visitors. Woman shot to death at Southwest Houston intersection. Public will be urged to take COVID test twice a week as lockdown rules ease. Dog that became aggressive at dog park is shot by another pet owner, Oklahoma cops say. MPs to get to vote on vaccine passports, and could defeat government in Commons. Germany plans vaccine passports as Angela Merkel pushes for stricter lockdown. Gunman kill Pakistani anti-terrorism court judge and family. NASA's Ingenuity helicopter dropped from belly of Mars rover ahead of key test flight. Republicans are touting benefits of $1.9 trillion COVID-19 relief bill despite voting against it. Army soldier says she was sexually assaulted at Fort Sill. Republicans call for narrower infrastructure plan, while progressives think Biden hasn't done for enough. The next headlines are from the second most popular news website at this time, with 150 million unique monthly visitors, Google News. NCAA March Madness live updates, Stanford faces Arizona in final, The New York Times. Egypt's first female captain falsely blamed for blocking Suez Canal, Fox News. Dow futures jump more than 100 points after blowout jobs report, CNBC. Jordan Spieth ends win drought with Valero Texas Open victory, Golf Channel. Florida Governor DeSantis says he is trying to prevent real catastrophic flood situation at Tampa area reservoir, CNN. President Nelson announces 20 new Latter-day Saint temples, Deseret News. Delta cancels flights due to staff shortages, opens up middle seats, Market Watch. Godzilla vs. Kong tops the pandemic box office with $32.2 million in domestic opening weekend, CNBC. Epidemiologist warns U.S. is at the beginning of fourth COVID-19 surge, Slate. Tesla demand in China fuels home run quarter for deliveries, Bloomberg. The following headlines are from the third most popular news website, with 110 million unique monthly visitors, The Huffington Post. Ilhan Omar says Derek Chauvin trial has unearthed so much trauma for Minneapolis. Infectious disease expert warns of new COVID-19 wave infecting younger people. Florida declares state of emergency amid risk of wastewater reservoir collapse. U.S. gives a record 4 million vaccinations in 24 hours. Jordan's former crown prince placed under house arrest. Roads, waterways and home health aides, the case for Biden's jobs agenda. John Lewis's final fight for voting rights. Weekend updates. Colin Josta's scathing takedown of lookalike Matt Gaetz. Saturday Night Live host Daniel Kaluuya goes after British and American racism. Lil Nas X gives God a lap dance. Matt Gaetz tries to defend himself in wild SNL. The next headlines are from the fourth most popular news website, with 95 million estimated unique monthly visitors, CNN. Ex-wastewater plant supervisor sentenced to prison. Safety a priority as churches open for Easter. School board candidates subjects of charges. Arrest made during process server call. Suspect takes his own life after alleged murder. Helicopter drops 10,000 Easter eggs for kids. Organizations to get less CDBG money than city departments. Trooper rescues missing 2-year-old from stream. Student recalls seeing woman break into car. Carjacking victim struck by his vehicle dies. The next headlines are from the fifth most popular news website at this time, with 70 million estimated unique monthly visitors, The New York Times. Vaccinations hit record high while experts debate fourth wave. Stanford defeats Arizona in NCAA women's final. Divided kingdom, Jordan shaken by split between king and ex-crown prince. DMX on life support in vegetative state, ex-manager says. COVID-19 vaccine side effects, your questions answered. Military closes failing facility at Guantanamo Bay to consolidate prisoners. The morning at night, April 15th. Lessons from lynchings. Wall of water if Piney Point Reservoir in Florida breaches, officials warn. Chicago to release video of deadly police shooting of a 13-year-old. The following headlines are from the 6th most popular news website, with an estimated 65 million monthly unique visitors, Fox News. Stanford beats Arizona for women's basketball national title, ends 29-year drought. Israel troubled by American stance toward Iran, report. Egypt's first female captain falsely blamed for blocking Suez Canal. Florida works to avoid catastrophic pond collapse. Biden in Easter message calls getting vaccine a moral obligation. U.S. Capitol attacker may have suffered head trauma from playing football, family says. Jordan Spieth ends drought with victory at Texas Open. Clippers rout shorthanded Lakers 104-86, end 2-game skid. Great 8, Ovechkin scores historic PP goal, Caps sweep Devils. San, Twins beat Brewers 8-2 in season opening series. You are hearing today's top news headlines and more. Today is Monday, April 5th. The next headlines are from the 7th most popular news website, with 63 million estimated monthly unique visitors, CBS News. California realtors advise clients to ignore love letters from would-be buyers. Texas cop rescues kittens trapped under high school cheerleader's car. TikTok star Rochelle Hager dies after tree falls on car in Maine. The next headlines are from the 8th most popular news website, with an estimated 53 million monthly unique visitors, Mail Online, the Daily Mail. Mother of 4, 27, dies of cervical cancer after checkups were halted by COVID pandemic. She secretly married Aidan Turner, but Caitlyn's relatives have more twists than his show. Hunter Biden says he asked Joe to publicly support his affair with his brother Beau's widow Hallie. Britons will be allowed to holiday in countries with high vaccination rates, PM to announce. We all want to return to normality, regular COVID tests can help, writes Dr. Jenny Harries. Storm grows over David Cameron's crony. 2-week-old baby dies in front of his hysterical parents. Boris Johnson under pressure to sack Tory peer Helen Morrissey after she said there is no pandemic. Architect designs genius inbuilt drying rack for clothes below the kitchen sink. Florida officials warn of catastrophic flooding at storage reservoir collapses. The following headlines are from the 9th most popular news website, with an estimated 47 million monthly unique visitors, The Washington Post. This is the Washington Post World News Feed. Jordan accuses former Crown Prince and high-ranking officials of promoting sedition, with foreign backing. In another lockdown, disrupted Easter, a tired Italy cannot escape the virus. Ivory Coast is falling behind its vaccination schedule, health workers fear thousands of shots could expire. European leader urges foreign fighters to leave Libya. Jordan's king sends tough message on descent in royal family. This grand Moscow store was a land of plenty since the Tsars. Its 120-year run is near an end. U.S. shuts one secret Guantanamo prison unit, moves prisoners. Iran spy TV show ignites controversy for second season. The next headlines are from the 10th most popular news website, which has an estimated 42 million monthly unique visitors, The Guardian. This is The Guardian's U.S. news feed. Coronavirus live, Portugal turns on allowing travel to Spain, Bangladesh imposes week-long lockdown. Florida faces imminent pollution catastrophe from phosphate mine pond. Mason Greenwood seals comeback win for Manchester United over Brighton. Hubert Hurkacz sees off Yannick Sinner to win Masters final in Miami. Valencia walk-off against Diz after Diakhaby accuses opponent of racist abuse. Who needs Twitter? Trump wishes happy Easter to radical left crazies. Myanmar protesters paint anti-coup slogans on Easter eggs. Met police criticized for arrest of 2 observers at Kill the Bill protest. Republicans claim Biden $2 trillion infrastructure plan a partisan tax hike. Fauci ouchie, small online sellers find lifeline in vaccine-themed merchandise. The following headlines are from the 12th most popular news website, with an estimated 36 million monthly unique visitors, ABC News. Pilot dead after small plane crash in Colorado. Rapper DMX hospitalized in grave condition, prayer vigil scheduled. Delta cancels over 100 flights, opens some middle seats. Capitol Police Union urging Congress to ramp up security after attack. Parents incensed after students forced to be mock jurors for Derek Chauvin trial. Kosovo gets new president, its second female leader. The next headlines are from the 13th most popular news website, with an estimated 35 million monthly unique visitors, the BBC News. COVID in Kenya, the woman who refuses to be defeated by the virus. COVID's Greece, waiting for the tourists to come back. Gunnacha brothers, famous Indian music gurus accused of sexual assault. The Myanmar beauty queen standing up to the military. Adopting in the age of opioids. Patria y Vida, Cuba's rap battle with dissidents. Benjamin Netanyahu corruption trial to hear first witnesses. Flash floods in Indonesia and Timor-Leste kill more than 50. Bernard Happy, French tycoon and wife attacked in home. Jordan accuses Prince Hamza of plot to destabilize kingdom. The following headlines are from the 14th most popular news website, with an estimated 34 million monthly unique visitors, USA Today. Officials fear uncontrolled breach of Florida wastewater reservoir, hundreds evacuated. Some Florida residents hesitant to leave amid evacuations. A Georgia church, kicked out at the SBC for allowing gay members, wants to make sure everybody's welcome. AP Top Stories April 4th p. My heart is crushed, estranged wife of California shooting suspect says family has been threatened. Global responsibility, Christians mark another pandemic Easter as Pope pleads for equity in vaccine rollout. The one who causes fear, newly discovered species of dinosaur was a terrifying beast. The day in pictures. No justice, no streets, still grieving, Minneapolis residents wonder how city will move forward after Derek Chauvin trial. Jordanian prince says he's under house arrest. The next headlines are from the 15th most popular news website, with an estimated 35.5 million monthly unique visitors, the LA Times. Newsom asked for a fracking ban, he may get more than he bargained for with ambitious plan. A formerly homeless artist made a gift to Los Angeles, what happened next was a surprise. In California, 1 million English learners are at risk of intractable education loss. We hope you are enjoying this news podcast. Today is Monday, April 5th, 2021. You just heard from the top 15 most popular news websites in the world. More, from other news sources, is up next. Next, Reddit World News. Reddit is a user collective which claims over 430 million active users per month, and these are the top voted stories today. Egypt's first female ship's captain says she was blamed for Suez Canal blockage, NZ Herald. Brazil seeks $1 billion in foreign aid to curb Amazon deforestation by 30-40%. Environmental minister. Egypt's first female ship captain fears for her career after she was blamed falsely for the Suez Canal blockage when she was aboard a vessel 200 miles away. Push for investigation into Scientology's charity status. UN World Food Programme Director, Yemen heading toward biggest famine in modern history. Without urgent intervention in Yemen this year, we risk losing a child every 75 seconds. Jordan says prince talked with foreign parties over plot to destabilize country. Evidence of Antarctic glacier's tipping point confirmed for first time there. Study shows that the glacier has at least 3 distinct tipping points. The third and final event, triggered by ocean temperatures increasing by 1.2 C, leads to an irreversible retreat of the entire glacier. India demands rich nations like the US clean up their climate mess, signaling a shift. It's time for developed countries responsible for most of the carbon in the air to not just cut emissions but remove them, India's energy minister said. Russia approves extending space cooperation with US until 2030. Pope, in Easter message, slams weapons spending in time of pandemic. Private expedition reaches world's deepest known shipwreck. Micronesian scientist becomes first Pacific Islander to reach ocean's deepest point. Plan to relax Australian rules for chemicals and pesticides attacked by environment groups. Philippines Defense Secretary says China intends to occupy more South China Sea areas. India's biggest floating solar power plant coming up in Telangana. The next headlines are from Forbes. Facebook's chief revenue officer shares predictions for the post-COVID normal. K-pop boy band Stray Kids enjoy a huge week on Billboard's dance electronic charts. The Zeus of economics has died. Georgia lawmakers demand removal of Coca-Cola drinks in latest boycott over voting law. Justin Bieber drops surprise EP Freedom less than 2 weeks after his latest album. The best new movies to stream on Netflix, Amazon, Hulu, HBO, Disney Plus and Peacock this week. 40% of U.S. adults now vaccinated, but here are all the countries doing even better. March Madness, for the Nemard family, it's one national championship in the books, and another in sight. Psycho Bunny hops into 2 new malls, with more stores on the way. Here's why the Navajo Nation is beating out every state's coronavirus vaccine rollout. The World Population Update. Currently, we are increasing by over 220,000 people a day, expecting to reach 8 billion in 2023. At the time this report was generated, the population was estimated to be 7,696,626,980 humans. Worldometers.info says there are 195 countries at this time and, of those, the top 10 with the largest populations are, in order, China, India, the United States, Indonesia, Pakistan, Brazil, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Russia, and then Mexico. The next headlines are from Variety. SAG Awards 2021, the complete winners list, updating live. Sarah Watkins puts a new spin on classic family songs in an artful kids album, Under the Pepper Tree. China box office, Godzilla vs. Kong routed by low-budget local sister. Justin Bieber drops surprise EP Freedom. Oscar and BAFTA-nominated documentary collective emboldens whistleblowers, filmmaker says. How to watch 2021 SAG Awards online. The Weeknd donates $1 million to relief efforts in Ethiopia. Owen Simon, Westinghouse and Group WPR executive, dies at 93. Will Godzilla vs. Kong kick off a post-COVID renaissance for movie theaters? Box office, Godzilla vs. Kong sets pandemic record with $48.5 million debut. The following headlines are from NPR, National Public Radio. Johnson & Johnson to oversee vaccine production at Baltimore facility. In Easter message, Pope Francis urges broad access to vaccines and an end to conflicts. So deep and so rich, seniors stay connected via their new life on Zoom. We will never break. In Iraq, a Yazidi women's choir keeps ancient music alive. The beautiful dreams that are burned, portraits from Iran under sanctions. India's lowest caste has its own news outlet, and she's in charge. Jordan says plot involving high-profile figures is totally contained. Georgia governor criticizes MLB for buying into liberal lies about new election law. The following headlines are from the week. Ilhan Omar, horrendous to watch. Derek Chauvin's defense put George Floyd on trial. Biden economist acknowledges cost to MLB's decision to pull All-Star game from Atlanta, but says that's the point. Pope Francis urges international community to distribute COVID-19 vaccines to poorest countries in Easter address. Trump wishes radical left crazies a happy Easter. 10 things you need to know today, April 4, 2021. SNL's Britney Spears delivers verdict on Matt Gaetz controversy. Johnson & Johnson will take control of plant that spoiled COVID-19 vaccine doses. 6 books that inspired Hanif Abdurraqib's work. No escape from the virtual office. The next headlines are from Universe Today. InSight detects 2 significant quakes from the Cerberus-Foci region on Mars. A new way to see inside neutron stars. These are the news headlines for today, Monday, April 5th. This podcast is produced only in English at this time. As of 2020, the Ethnologue reference lists 7,117 different human languages, with English being the third most common, after Mandarin Chinese and Spanish. The following headlines are from earthsky.org. Moon, Jupiter, Saturn before Sun up on April 5th to 8th. The next news is from Politico. Selfish, ill-disciplined, shambolic, shameless. United Kingdom to launch COVID certificates for sporting events and nightclubs. Key leader calls for short and strict lockdown in Germany. Biden's first 100 days. Buttigieg, now's her chance for infrastructure plan. In Easter speech, Pope calls wars and pandemic scandalous. Ilhan Omar, Chauvin trial re-traumatizing community. Andrew Yang's Asian American superpower. In Mississippi and New York City, leaders fight to overcome vaccine obstacles. U.S. must confront COVID spike, noted epidemiologist warns. The next headlines are from the Sydney Morning Herald in Australia. SAG Awards, backyard replaces red carpet as ceremony goes remote. Fans could be back in the stands if they're tested or vaccinated, UK. No new local COVID-19 cases as calls grow for mass vaccination centres to be fast-tracked. Showers for Sydney increasing from Monday ahead of a chilly weekend. Monumental win, Spieth ends drought with victory at Texas Open. Best of Cartoons, April 5, 2021. Forced to play after threat, Valencia return to finish game after alleged racial insult sparks walk-off. Woman's body found in charity bin. Man charged over alleged crime spree in Melbourne's north. Your daily horoscope for Monday, April 5th. The next headlines are from MarketWatch. Futures movers, U.S. stock futures shoot higher after strong jobs report. Keywords, U.S. likely won't see true fourth wave of COVID, but cannot ease prevention efforts yet, Gottlieb says. The Wall Street Journal, Carl Icahn to name former GE exec as CEO of his company. The Wall Street Journal, rival group makes bid for Tribune Publishing that's superior to Alden's. Market Extra, the Tom Brady of asset management, people love to hate Cathie Wood, but her funds get results. The Margin, let's watch Jalen Suggs' game-winning shot for Gonzaga a few more times. Newswatch, what's next after stock market bubbles and Archegos chaos mark trading in first quarter? FA Center, how to make money from stocks while you sleep. The Moneyest, I'm 60 and lost my job due to COVID-19. My husband makes $150K. We saved $1.3 million. Do I resign myself to early retirement? Next, the top stories about patents and inventions. I'm Grad develops portal to solve e-learning problems, India Today. Apple reveals work on a lenticular display that's used in context with the next-gen TV and their Apple TV Plus service, patently Apple. Inventions of UWP professor, students take aim at invasive species, TelegraphHerald.com. The next headlines are from Quartz. Hula hoops are the latest 1950s fad resurrected by the pandemic. How to spot design traps like the money bomb Trump used to dupe supporters. How to support employee mental health from every level of the firm. How HBCUs are responding to the flood of corporate diversity initiatives. The case against cutting remote workers' big city salaries. Quiz: how much do you know about what employees want now? How work has changed a year into the pandemic. 5G in Kenya, MasterCard's bet, Bitcoin remittances. Klarna's path to Europe's most valuable startup began with utter defeat. Recent research from South Africa is redefining our timeline of human evolution. The following headlines are from Tech Dirt. Funniest, most insightful comments of the week at Tech Dirt. We are now about 1/3 of the way through this daily news headlines podcast, a free service. Here, next, are the top trending keywords in Google web searches for today, a different window on world events. Danielle Brooks. Giant. Mike Huckabee. Heath Ledger. Robert Downey Jr. Drew Holiday. Reds. Hop. Manchester United. Jordan Spieth. The next headlines are from RT, the first Russian news station in English. UK Mole's emergency education plan as 200,000 plus primary school students lack basic reading skills after COVID-19 lockdowns. Fourth wave and new pandemic, Biden health advisor clarifies why even vaccinated people should avoid non-essential travel. Hunter Biden 100% certain he will be cleared of any wrongdoing in tax investigation. Scandal in Spain, both sets of players walk off the pitch as La Liga football match is halted after alleged racist remark, video. How big is this problem? UK doping chiefs face new scandal after shock investigation finds Team GB stars carried out own tests. Lucky escape, kid athletes narrowly outrun disaster as snow blamed for terrifying building collapse during race in Russia, video. Happy Easter to all, including radical left crazies who rigged election. Trump, Biden share their Easter messages. I would be vaccinated with Sputnik V, German pharma CEO praises Russia's vaccine and outstanding scientists. You should hang your heads in shame, cycling bigwigs disgrace after ousting Starhood Air 2 lob fans a water bottle, video. American ex-governor says he now identifies as Chinese so he can get free stuff, leading to accusations of fueling hate. The next headlines are from Zero Hedge. One step away from ESG, why uranium stocks are about to soar. Newbie and the road to serfdom. Someone just paid $660,000 for an unopened 1986 copy of Super Mario Bros. Goldman, JPM expect econ activity in April, May to top anything we'll see in our careers. Elon Musk's January claims of Model S X production debunked by Tesla's own Q1 delivery disclosure. Goldman asks, is there a more interesting chart on planet Earth right now? CBS yanks straight news article advising companies how to beat Georgia election integrity laws. Record warmth spreads across western half of U.S. Could Bitcoin solve the oil flaring problem? NASA's Marscopter prepares for imminent flight on Red Planet. The following headlines are from Al Jazeera, Middle East News. Algeria police probe teen protesters' claim of sex abuse. Colombia to extend coronavirus restrictions as infections rise. Kosovo parliament elects Josa Osmani as new president. Taiwan transport minister to step down after deadly train crash. Football, Valencia briefly walk off pitch after alleged racism. Protest parties surge in Bulgaria election, exit polls. Republican senator urges scale down U.S. infrastructure plan. Why are European governments struggling to contain the pandemic? Turkey condemns warning by retired admirals over Bosphorus Treaty. Kill the bill, more than 100 arrests at London protest. The next headlines are from Breitbart. Barroso, Biden administration trying to hide border crisis. Watch, troopers surprise girl who lost parents with Easter basket and gifts. Pentagon okays third military base to house migrant children amid surge. Federal 2018 data, falling killed 126 times more people than rifles of any kind. Wounded Afghanistan veteran gets donated home. Police, woman allegedly shoots at Burger King workers over drive-through wait time. Census Bureau, significant increase in homeschooling to 11.1% in fall 2020. Biden advisor Cecilia Rouse on MLB's Georgia boycott, undoubtedly going to be a cost to stadium workers. CNN's Jim Acosta, we're all dealing with some post-Trump stress disorder. They helped elect Joe Biden, now Hollywood celebrities are pushing Democrat-backed H.R. 1. The following headlines are from goodnewsnetwork.org. Woman uses lockdown to teach her clever dog math and colors with homemade flashcards. With time to pursue new hobbies, 6 in 10 have leveled up, and 40% think they'll make money from it. Genetic code from 5,700-year-old chewing gum reveals extraordinary details of young Danish woman. Affordable housing landlord starts eviction fund and is shocked raising $9 mil kept 3,000 families in their homes. You're tuned to No Views, daily automated podcast news. This is a report for Monday, April 5th. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Reddit Offbeat News. Foul play, goose pitch invasion halts WSL game. Baby in Iraq first ever human documented with 3 penises. Mark Zuckerberg's phone number appeared among the leaked data of Facebook users, according to a researcher. The next headlines are from a site called The Next Web. Here's what happens when a beam of subatomic particles hits you in the face. Work towards a Salesforce administrator certification with this $50 course. Yes, Godzilla could take Kong in a fight, we have science to prove it. This is a reading of news headlines. This broadcast was created on Monday, April 5th from over 100 sources, to give you a bigger picture of the news. The next headlines are from the Salt Lake Tribune. Latter-day Saint apostles denounce racist attacks, cyberbullying and abortion. LDS General Conference recap, speakers address politics, racism, cyberbullying, abortion, inclusion and more. Latest from Sunday's LDS General Conference, Nelson announces new temples, Oaks expounds on Constitution. All-star guard Donovan Mitchell acting as mentor for the Utah Jazz's young bench. Where the 20 new Latter-day Saint temples, including a 26th in Utah, will be built. Utah women's volleyball awarded number 14 seed, first round bye for NCAA tournament. Scott D. Pierce, there's anti-Asian hate in Utah, too, maybe Kung Fu can help. New monolith pops up in Iron County. Utah gets first red flag fire warning of 2021, in April. Hymns through masks, Christians mark another pandemic Easter. The next headlines are from Slashdot, tech news for nerds. A South Korean chatbot showed how sloppy tech companies can be with user data. Ask Slashdot, is a software raid better than a hardware raid? Putin's plan for controlling the internet in Russia. Mixed reactions to new Nirvana song generated by Google's AI. How children beating up a robot inspired a new escape maneuver system. Node.js rival Dino gets seed capital for full-time Dino engineers. How long would it take to walk around the moon? Tesla will sell green credits to Volkswagen in China. Why is Amazon taunting politicians? Did patient health information leak into GitHub's Arctic Code Vault? The next headlines are from Fox St. Louis. Jennings Church hosts Easter on the backlot service to social distance. Operations resume after Metrolink train crashes into car in Fairview Heights. Salmonella outbreak across U.S. linked to songbirds, feeders. Amazon apologizes for tweet in response to claims workers urinate in bottles. Man killed overnight in Greenville, Illinois. In fireworks where Illinois, fountain sparklers are debated. Man convicted of 2014 killing in Poplar Bluff. Easter celebrations still look different in 2021. Restaurant owners looking to hire as temperatures get warmer and indoor dining demands increase. Helicopter drops thousands of Easter eggs for hunt in St. Peter's. These are the current headlines from the world's most interesting news websites. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Fox San Diego. County health officials lift closure of Coronado beaches. Convention center migrant shelter nearing capacity. Man hospitalized after getting shot in South Bay. Are vaccine passports a good idea? Concept sparks debate. San Diego congressman, local shelter far better than border facilities. One killed in multi-car crash on North County Freeway. Boat captain dives into help after car crashes into bay. News now, only footprints found after car plunges into bay. The next headlines are from spooknews.com. GPS tracker market trend, technology innovations and growth prediction 2021 to 2026. GPS car tracker market 2 gained substantial traction through 2026. Joe Dommett lined up to host new hidden camera series on ITV. Israeli who offered to help Jordanian prince denies ever serving in Mossad. Israeli Air Force gets new spy plane, considered the most advanced of its kind. Report, former Mossad agent allegedly involved in Jordan coup. The ball is tipped, recollections of one shining moment. Iran spy TV show ignites controversy for second season. Israeli Air Force receives new or an intelligence spy plane. The following headlines are from Defense Blog. U.S. Marines releases fascinating video of heavy lifts with CH-53 helicopters. U.S. Navy beefs up its Red Sea presence. U.S. Army taps Barrett for 2,800 Mk-22 sniper rifles. This is the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today, in the GMT time zone, is Monday, April 5th, 2021. Now, more headlines. The next headlines are from KRON4 San Francisco. We are the champions, Stanford beats Arizona 54-53. 2 women die after car plunges over Bodega Bay cliff. Steph Curry to show support for Asian community by wearing these tonight. Disneyland's fried pickle corn dog with peanut butter perplexes internet. How churches welcome back worshippers for Easter Sunday. Berkeley filmmaker follows deportation fight in Alib. President Biden promotes COVID-19 vaccinations and Easter Sunday message. Santa Rosa police investigating after man fatally shot during party. Why you shouldn't laminate your COVID-19 vaccination card. The next headlines are from the Daily Herald. Being part of unpopular trade won't bother Davis. Show Hayaudani too bad, pitch in same historic game for Angels. Rosner, Pace, Nodge have truly elevated Bears conversation. Former Buffalo Grove trustee Glover remembered for commitment to family, community. Cubs short bench might increase Marisnick's value. Spring spike in COVID-19 cases continues. Lake County woman charged with biting, slapping sheriff's deputy. Facts matter. Pfizer CEO didn't refuse vaccine. Cook County warns of virus surge among the young. The next alerts are from the Global Disaster Alerting and Coordination System, a cooperative effort from disaster managers worldwide. Drought is ongoing in Afghanistan, China, Iran, Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan, Pakistan, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan. Drought is ongoing in Iraq, Syria, Turkey. Drought is ongoing in Angola, Congo, DRC, Namibia. Drought is ongoing in Madagascar. Drought is ongoing in Mexico. Drought is ongoing in Malawi, Mozambique. Drought is ongoing in Bolivia, Brazil. Green alert for Tropical Cyclone 2621. Population affected by Category 1, 120 km per hour, wind speeds or higher is 0. Green alert for Tropical Cyclone 2621. Population affected by Category 1, 120 km per hour, wind speeds or higher is 0. You are hearing the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today is Monday, April 5th in the Greenwich Mean Time zone. Headlines here were found today in news feeds from around the world, but we do focus on the USA, one of the world's current 195 countries. Now, more news. The next headlines are from ABC Houston. No layups, David and Rafael recap a men's basketball's epic season. E. Montgomery Company firefighter dies while off-duty in car crash. Harris Company %4 constable sergeant remembered by colleagues. Warm temps and slight rain chances for your work week. Crash victim grateful to rescuers who helped him and his family. Vaccine passports, some airlines are using them, expert says these other large entities may be next. Confederate symbols prove difficult to remove in many states. Pregnant woman shot to death at Southwest Houston intersection, HPD said. Rapper DMX in grave condition in hospital, attorney. Should I laminate my vaccine card? What to know about CDC's proof of COVID shot? The following headlines are from China Post, top news about China, Taiwan and the world. Barkov, Dodger lead Panthers to 3-0 win over Blue Jackets. Astros batter A's 9-2 to complete 4-game sweep. Shohei Ohtani 2-bat, pitch in same historic game for Angels. Leading off, Braves Nets wait to play, Rangers welcome fans. Widener, Diamondbacks beat Padres 3-1 to avoid 4-game sweep. Wings and drought in Tampa with 5-1 win over the Lightning. West has been the best in this year's NCAA tournament. Euro starts strong, Dodgers beat Rocks 4-2 for third win in row. Exit polls point to first place for Bulgarian Leaders Party. The following headlines are from The Gothamist. Extra, some people don't want to go back to normal post-COVID. Bronx Democrat Richie Torres wants billions more for public housing repairs under Biden's American Jobs Plan. SNL recap, Daniel Kaluuya deals with anti-vaxxers, viral apologies, scat singing and charming hosting debut. 7 things you ought to know about the Soho-NoHo rezoning. Photos, Brooklyn Clock celebrates first anniversary of pandemic COVID relief dance parties. Cornell University to require a COVID-19 vaccine for on-campus students. Paradigm shift for loneliness, OU seniors reflect on lessons learned from a year on Zoom. Man yelled anti-Asian slurs, spit at woman and 3 kids in hate crime incident. We hope you are enjoying this podcast. If you have a suggestion for a new RSS feed we should add, please leave it in a comment on our YouTube page. The next headlines are from globalissues.org. How can we vaccinate the world? 5 challenges facing the UN-backed COVAX program. First person, the Afghan woman putting her life at risk to rid her home of mines. The next headlines are from blacklistednews.com. Suspect who smashed into barrier at the U.S. Capitol identified as Noah Green. USA has never stopped a terrorist, but they've been legally robbing travelers for years. CNN's Dr. Lena Wen, make it clear to people that the vaccine is their ticket back to pre-pandemic life and freedom. Brutal abuse of power, watch as UK police break up unlawful gathering Easter service in London. So MLB is fine with ball games in Cuba and training in China, but Georgia is the human rights problem. Iowa governor signs bill into law letting residents buy, carry guns without permits. Russia's Lavrov warns of surging anti-white racism in U.S. The following headlines are from Snopes, a fact-checking service. Is there a no-fly zone over Walt Disney World? New York City buildings light up for Easter. Does this image show moist coronavirus? Costco salmon burgers being recalled over fears they may contain small pieces of metal. Patchwork, Braves cover All-Star logo on jerseys. Tom Brady rookie football card fetches $2.25 at auction. Is the Swiss Army finally going to issue women's underwear to female recruits? Unique April 3, 2021 date draws lines for Vegas wedding licenses. Rapper DMX on life support after heart attack, lawyer says. We are now about 2/3 of the way through today's news headlines. When everything is working, this feed will auto-update 3 times per day. Join us daily to stay informed. The next headlines are from the Daily Beast. These eco-friendly masks fit my family and are some of the only masks we can't stand wearing. Chris Wallace grills Senator Roy Blunt, haven't you lost your credibility on the debt? Choctaw confronts GOP senator, weren't Trump tax cuts an economic failure? Harry and William have signed off on Diana's statue, will it heal their rift? Finally, a pair of earbuds that look great and sound better. The pressure men face to act like men is literally toxic. Corruption was built into the Brooklyn Bridge. Washington Roebling made it stand strong. Gareth Evans on his action-packed AMC series Gangs of London and passing on the Raid 3. The next time you're out west you might see clouds on steroids. DNC Chair Jamie Harrison, the Democratic brand is broken. The next headlines are from the New York Post. Democrats want open borders but won't say so, causing today's cruel crisis. Gunman charged with murdering while daylight shooting in Bronx. Brooks Koepka's bold Masters claim weeks after Holy Crap injury. Carlos Carrasco takes encouraging step toward Mets return. Easter protesters demand Cuomo OKA to excluded workers. You're tuned to the No Views, daily automated podcast news. If you are hearing this, you found something super unknown. Congratulations. Now back to the headlines. The next science headlines are from CBS News. Archaeologists use new digital technology to uncover mysteries of a church in Jerusalem. New wave of coronavirus infections sweeps across Europe. Worshippers celebrate Easter as COVID vaccinations ramp up. False barriers blocking people from getting COVID vaccine, report says. Egyptian mummies transported in lavish parade. 22 royal mummies are going on parade in Egypt. Gottlieb says infections among young people are fueling new virus hotspots. Vaccinating bunnies. Top Biden aide says jobs plan meets the needs of a 21st century economy. The next headlines are from the New York Daily News. Cow ties up traffic in Atlanta suburb after escaping from trailer. War co-founder Morris B.B. Dickerson dead at 71. Man arrested after refusing coronavirus screening because he had spent $15,000 on Disney vacation. Driver stops Beltway traffic to do donuts on Saturday night. Crews working around the clock to prevent catastrophic flood at Florida wastewater pond. Owner of truck that caused Taiwan's deadly train collision apologizes tearfully. Couple accidentally deface $440K painting in South Korea. Mike Huckabee decides to identify as Chinese in sarcastic tweet, gets ripped online. Northern Kentucky University vandalized with white supremacy graffiti. The following headlines are from military.com. Explosions in Somalia kill at least 15, army bases targeted. I'll do it until I cannot see anymore. Women knit thousands of slippers for homeless veterans, deployed troops. Protesters decorate Easter eggs in coup hit Myanmar. VA hospital wrongful death verdict raised to nearly $4 m. Jordan officials, royal family member arrested amid apparent thwarted coup attempt. AP source, suspect in Capitol attack suffered delusions. Recon Marine held in Camp Pendleton break in connection with missing ammunition. The military faces of COVID-19, 5 stories of lives the community lost to the virus. The next headlines are from the Chicago Tribune. Corrections and clarifications. Man, 18, charged with carjacking in 3-day crime spree. Man held without bond in fatal stabbing of step-grandmother. Man, 51, pronounced dead after being pulled out of the Chicago River downtown, police say. COVID-19 in Illinois by the numbers. Here's a daily update on cases, positivity rate and hospital data in your area. COVID-19 cases in Illinois by zip code. Search for your neighborhood. Where the coronavirus data stands in the U.S. and world, vaccinations, cases and deaths. Illinois COVID-19 vaccine tracker, 45,968 additional people fully vaccinated for a total of 2,368,041, 18.59% of the state's population including 52.3% of those over 65, 102,215 doses administered yesterday. Daily Illinois coronavirus graphs, 14 new deaths, 2,449 new confirmed and probable cases and 64,116 new test results. The statewide positivity rate for cases is 3.8%. Illinois State Police investigating 2 separate expressway shootings on Easter. The following headlines are from FIS.org. Florida homes evacuated as wastewater leak risks catastrophic flood. NASA's Ingenuity helicopter dropped on Mars surface ahead of flight. Thank you for listening and for staying informed. This audio was produced today, Monday, April 5th, in the GMT time zone. The next headlines are from Discover magazine. Free-range parenting. Do children need more independence? What science says about athletes going vegan. The next headlines are from the Seattle Times. Lou Gehrig bat from 1938 sells for over $715,000. Stanford holds off Arizona 54-53 to win women's NCAA title. Barkov, Dodger lead Panthers to 3-0 win over Blue Jackets. Widener, Diamondbacks beat Padres 3-1 to avoid 4-game sweep. Astros batter A's 9-2 to complete 4-game sweep. Leading off, Braves Nets wait to play, Rangers welcome fans. NHL's North Division reacts to Canucks COVID-19 situation. The following headlines are from mercurynews.com. NCAA Women's Final, Stanford edges Arizona for national championship. Overreaction to a 4-game sweep, what the Oakland A's 0-4 start means for the season. Review, in Monster Hunter Rise, appreciation comes with achieving hard-won mastery. Bay Area TV Sports, what to watch on Monday Tuesday. Photos, Dick Wesselman's post-vaccination 88th birthday party at Belmont Village Senior Living. Warriors Eric Paschall to miss at least 2 weeks with hip flexor strain. Bodega Bay cliff crash kills 2 women. The latest, religious figures to have vaccine site in Italy. Emerging from COVID, how one chain of nail salons hung on. The next headlines are from the Washington Times. Inside the Beltway, immigration woes hurt Biden approval. Homicide spike inundates cities that slashed police funding. Crash involving ambulance, car leaves 1 dead, several hurt. Church leader says Mormons not tied to any political party. Police officer has died in single vehicle crash. Chris Christie rips baseball decision to relocate All-Star game from Atlanta. 9/11 museum acquires prayer bench used by Reverend Michael Judge. After fewer bison left Yellowstone, population set to grow. Ken Cuccinelli ripped removal of Trump asylum screening policy by Biden administration. The next headlines are from The Intercept. Chauvin defense witness faces lawsuit of his own over death of black teenager in police custody. This is No Views, daily automated podcast news. You are hearing headlines for Monday, April 5th, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from the Chicago Sun-Times. Man fatally shot after fight in parking lot in Austin, police. Cubs' offensive approach stands out in series win over the Pirates. Businesses burglarized in Gold Coast, police. Zach Davis wins first start in Cubs uniform. Armed robberies reported near gas station in South Deering, police. Family of 13-year-old fatally shot by Chicago cop decries alleged gang directive to shoot police cars, urges public to remain peaceful. Coronavirus Live blog, April 4, 2021, Illinois troubling upward trend in coronavirus numbers continues as health officials report 2,449 new cases statewide. Gonzaga vs. Baylor, a shot at perfection and a championship matchup well worth the wait. Bulls end 6-game losing streak with a win over powerhouse Nets. Man, 20, used samurai knife to kill elderly family member found dead at Bellwood home with 35 stab wounds, prosecutors say. The next headlines are from Detroit Metro. Detroit artist and former Golden Gloves boxing champ Ray Gray's infamous 1973 murder case is back before the Wayne County Prosecutor's Conviction Integrity Unit. You are hearing today's news headlines. These headlines are for Monday, April 5th, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are about world records making news. You're welcome. Shut stream ball in world record win, the Australian. Genesis broke a world record for the most drones in the sky, Yahoo Tech. Kane Jembim Debeshwar attempts Guinness World Records, the Sangay Express. 9-year-old Canadian boy bags world record title for longest milk tooth extracted, Hindustan Times. Pakistan opener Fakhar Zaman's world record ton in vain as South Africa level OD series, The National. Scotland's Beth Potter breaks 5K world record with 14:41 run in Great Britain, Canadian Running Magazine. NZ farmer breaks wheat yield world record for a second time, Irish Farmers Journal. Ruth Chepngetich smashes world record at Istanbul Half Marathon, Olympic Channel. Australia's women a symbol of durability on long world record road, The Guardian. From the archives, 1996, Kieran Perkins, the indisputable world number 1, The Age. The next headlines are from Gizmodo. Apple caves to Russia and begins showing Russian government-approved apps during iPhone setup. Sunday's best deals, Ring Video Doorbell Pro, Asus 27 inches gaming monitor, car seat gap fillers, workout bench, digital air fryer, and more. Keep an eye out for visitors with a certified refurbished Ring Video Doorbell Pro, only $95 today. Hacker publishes phone numbers and other data of 533 million Facebook users for free. Amazon mumbles sorry for denying its workers pee in bottles, says Uber and UPS drivers do it, too. What place in the world had the hottest and coolest temperatures today? According to ElDoradoWeather.com, the hottest place on Earth in the past 24 hours was Matam in Senegal at 113.72 degrees Fahrenheit or 45.4 degrees Celsius. The coldest recorded weather temperature on Earth in the past 24 hours was Concordia in Antarctica at minus 78.34 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 61.3 degrees Celsius. The following headlines are from Ars Technica. Review, Sean Bean gives Snowpiercer a charismatic villain to stir the pot. What we're expecting from Google's custom Whitechapel sock in the Pixel 6. Narwhal tusks tell a troubling tale. The following headlines are from Raw Story. Pentagon closes secret part of Guantanamo Bay, but detainees remain. 60 Minutes nails Ron DeSantis and vaccine pay-to-play, with program allowing the rich to fly in for shots. How Biden is trying to end hunger as part of his effort to restore moral leadership, report. Trump biographer nails fat Elvis ex-president is begging for people to like him. Why it'll be nearly impossible to save the Republican Party from the conspiracy wing, reporter. Republicans bash themselves over the head in raging against MLB's All-Star Game move. Capitol Police have a crisis in morale and force numbers after 2 attacks, Union Chief. Biden steps up to defend America against the domestic terrorism, after years of it being ignored. Marjorie Taylor Greene gets Easter Twitter suspension as conservatives claim it's an attack on Jesus. Watch, Ann Arbor man confronts armed Boogaloo boys patrolling streets on Easter. The next headlines are from Mother Jones. Bernie Sanders says Biden's infrastructure plan doesn't go far enough on climate. Pope Francis criticizes scandalous military spending during pandemic. You need water too live, Pete Buttigieg explains infrastructure to Republicans. Stream Montero, call me by your name, if you're a good Christian. Something every frequent flyer should know, you're a super emitter. The following items are today's top search results for the term neuroplasticity. Getting to know neurologist Oliver Sacks, Chemical and Engineering News. New model can tell if a child will struggle with reading, Baby Gaga. We are nearing the end of this broadcast. This report is for Monday, April 5th, 2021 in the GMT time zone. What cities are in that time zone? Well, Reykjavik, Iceland, for one. You might wonder if our server is in Reykjavik. It could be. The following is from the UFO Chronicles. Better for national security if these UAPs turn out to be ETs. That's it for now. Thanks for enjoying today's newsfeed headlines. This, indeed, has been a No Views, daily automated podcast newscast for Monday, April 5th, 2021. Bookmark us and tune in each day to our free automated podcast to find out what's going on, around, and, sometimes, light years, beyond the Earth. Fair use statement. True Strange News is a US-based educational not-for-profit news site. We use only parts of content, in transformative ways and without market usurpation. This means you are still going to want to read the original if you are interested in it beyond the headline and any comments we make. We provide links to original sources wherever possible. If you have any copyright concern, please contact us via our About page for immediate remedy. Contact us, Zeno@xenomails2021 by True Strange News. All rights reserved.